Right, so I have done the repair of the board. I have installed two of the buck converters that are used in the reference design, which are the SY8253 ADC buck converters. Removed the originals that I had on this board and replaced them with the ones that are found on the original board, on the reference board. And because I've managed to destroy the pads of the resistor, this is resistor R46. I bridged it with a little bit of wire work. So I have tested with a multimeter all the connections, and the connections are looking correct. So what I'll do next is to test it with power. So let's give this a try. I'm going to put on the board. Before I do that, I need to remove this riser. There's a couple of screws that I've got here. Okay, plug in the board. CMU module. I'll remove it just to wire the speaker. Now normally I would plug in the fan to my Arduino for power, but this time I'm just going to go straight to the plug here for the fan. If I turn it on and it's not working, I'm just going to remove power immediately so that I'm not going to risk damaging the MU module. If I don't see the LED going on, so if I don't see this LED going on, power, I know that my fix did work. Right, next, power. USB. Right, press the power button. And nope. Nope, unfortunately not working. Oh, hold on a second. Not so fast. Hold on a second. I forgot the jumper here, so there's no way to activate the buck converters without the jumper. So, okay. It's a bit too early to be disappointed, so let's plug in the jumper. The jumper is in. Let's try again. And power button. And no. Nothing's. Oh, yes, it is working. Hold on a second. Just going to plug in HDMI. Remove HDMI from the microscope, plug it onto my board. It's gone off for some reason. Okay, on again. Is there anything on the HDMI? Because I don't have memory here, so that might be the issue. Something is going through, yes. Oh, it is working. It is working. Okay, let's plug in the disc. Let's plug in the disc. So I'm going to remove the disc from my reference design, which I'm also I'm going to repair the reference design. Remember that the buck converter here managed to burn it, so I'm going to replace it a little later. Alright, just remove memory. I don't have a matching riser for this, so I'm just going to temporarily hold the memory card in place with a screw and a couple of nuts like this. That's good enough for now to just keep it in place. Right. HDMI. power to USB-C and power button. Then we need to hold it a little. There you go. And I saw momentarily the SSD LED right here went blue. Let's see what happens next. LEDs for the Ethernet also turned on. Okay, check some error warning. That's okay so far. Maybe I should plug in the keyboard. Turns off. Alright. Gonna plug in the keyboard. Oh, there you go, LattePanda. I think it's actually booting now. It's gone past the BIOS. Yep, it's booting Windows. That's awesome. Yep, custom carrier board for the LattePanda Mu. It's in business, it's working. Alright, I'm going to finish up with the repairs for my reference design because I really want this board to work, and then I'm going to continue with testing on my custom board. But before I do that, I'm actually going to turn it off instead of just plugging out, instead of just unplugging power. I want to turn it off correctly. I'm going to plug in the mouse. It's a good opportunity to test USB as well. So let's go try that. So I've got my dongle here for my wireless mouse. If I manage to plug it in properly, it should go this way. Okay. Oh yeah, mouse is working as well. Awesome, so USB is working. I'll try the USB-C on the other side. Yeah, that's working too. Cool. Right. So let's turn it off. So we know USB 2 works, USB 3 works. The SSD works, HDMI works, power now it works, the fan works. I haven't tested the GPIOs, I haven't tested Ethernet yet, so I'll do that gradually. But even if those things don't work, the fact that the board is booting and all the important bits and pieces are working, I'm very happy with that. Okay, I'll unplug it.